All right, back here in the daytime kitchen right now for Food City Friday with Kirby Moir, registered dietitian. And you know, I was talking to Phil there briefly about going back to school. Okay, that time's already here.
It is definitely upon us.
Everybody's in it. Everybody's going back to school. You're talking about some snacks and stuff that you can do for back to school.
Yeah, and I think when we as adults oftentimes think about snacking, we tend to think indulgent treats, right? We kind of want something that fits a craving.
Yes.
But a great way to think about it in terms of your health is the opportunity to fit in more essential nutrients.
Right.
And for kids, we recognize we need easy things.
Okay.
We need things that are going to taste good. But I'm going to highlight some of the benefits of some of these easy choices to kind of incorporate in.
Well, let's start over here on this side because you have this beautiful, beautiful ricotta fruit dish over here.
Yes, so this is interesting because one reason I recommend fitting in fruit at snack time, kids need to be eating fruit 2 to 3 times a day.
Right.
Works perfect to fit in between meals, but fruit is rich in vitamin C, especially our berries, and vitamin C helps support immune health.
Right.
So what we know, we get everybody back together.
Everybody gets back together at school.
Yep, so if you want to build that resilient immune system, vitamin C is going to help, and then it's also yogurt and ricotta cheese with a little bit of your favorite jam or jelly spread. So it has a touch of sweetness, but good probiotics and good protein. You can whip this up at the beginning of the week, the dip, serve it up after school, and pair with whatever fruits your kids tend to like.
And this time of year, there's an abundance of fresh berries and sliced fruits that you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, and you could use that as a dip for apples.
Pineapple works really great. Apple
peaches,
works great.
whatever you like.
And those are also going to feature that vitamin C that we talked about. So again, keep in mind, immune health linked to getting at those essential nutrients, great option. Another on-the-go choice that I love.
And I love these with the propellers.
They're so good. Yeah, the little propeller. Your kid will love it. These are actually fruit and veggie go-go squeeze. So you're going to see options like apple and carrot, pear and carrot. There's some zucchini ones. They have a natural sweetness to them.
Yes.
No added sugar. They're going to offer fiber, but the convenience of these are great for young children who maybe aren't quite capable of chewing up some of these textures, but great for older kids as well, especially before exercise, activities, sporting events. These are going to be some great fuel to get in the tank.
And I love how they're getting some veggies in there with the fruit.
Sneaking them in,
you get the carrots and zucchini and all that in there with it. I love that. And they are fun looking. They are fun. Let's talk about these rainbow bagels you've got going.
Okay, so these are some pizza bagels.
Okay.
And I grew up eating pizza bagels. This was a favorite for me after school. It was something I was able to make in the toaster oven independently. You know, always nice. But what I did is I served up some of our shortcuts in a little muffin tin over here. So we have broccoli, peppers, we've got some onions, shredded carrots, even a little pineapple if you're into that. So if you're feeding a few children in the afternoon, let them have the choices of how they want to build theirs. It's great. I went with mini bagels. This also works great with English muffin, toast, tortillas. I would encourage you to try to do whole grains first. Just because those are going to offer more vitamins like B vitamins and more fiber in the diet.
And I can tell you those whole grain English muffins, I really like those because they crisp up really nice when you put them and you toast them, and it makes everything I like the flavor. It's a great flavor.
So we're getting our whole grain and fiber, our veggies, but we're also getting some calcium from our dairy serving in there, and they look just beautiful. But I think it's fun to let kids get a little creative. But this is simple. Only takes about 8 to 10 minutes to toast up, and quick and easy option.
You can do those in the oven, or if you have an air fryer, you can do them in there as well.
It's pretty crispy. That's right.
I love the air fryer. But you want to make sure you mentioned something earlier, convenience. I mean, because if it's something you're packing in a lunch to send away, or if it's something when the kids are coming home from school, you want it to be quick, easy, and they want something like right
then. Something you can prep in a few minutes is always a go-to. And these are my favorite from the frozen section. So veggies made great. It's right there in the name. These options, the reason I love them, they tend to be lower in sugar. The cinnamon roll muffin that I picked up is actually made with zucchini and carrots. No added sugar in there. 5 grams of fiber, which we need for kids, probably about 15 to 20 grams per day. And then they also have a egg-based one for breakfast in the morning. So these can actually work for snack time, or if you're looking for a convenient start to the day, both can go in the microwave.
And and I want to show this one really quickly.
You're flipping
here
around. Let's see it.
I want to look at that right there because it says keto friendly. I mean, and it's got vegetables in it, but it's also cinnamon flavored.
It is, so it's going to be that kind of craving. And if you know, we talk about
a little something sweet.
And I tend to give a lot of things that you can make from scratch pretty easily, but I recognize to your point, convenience is key. But if I can find something that doesn't have the added sugars and things, I know I'm getting more of those essential nutrients. I think the keto friendly is more for my adult people out there, but that is geared towards that high fiber content we're seeing from those.
All these snacks, we're talking about kids going back to school, but these snacks are great for everybody.
That's right, everybody. And again, if you're making something for your kids and you know it's getting those good nutrients, you know it's going to be good for the whole family.
And pizza bagels, what a great treat. I mean, get some of that sauce that y'all have there, some mozzarella, and just make whatever you want.
I know. I was having a hard time not wanting to eat it myself. And again, this is good too. You can do it for adults, kids alike, so some quick and easy options, but recognizing the nutrients that we're focusing on, that should be that snack time kind of goal.
And of course, you can't go wrong with cold fish.
No. Oh, that's my other whole grain choice down here. Yes,
whole grain goldfish.
Whole grain goldfish. You're getting more fiber, less added sugar as well.
Good job.
We love it, Chris. Happy back to school.
Happy back to school, everybody. For everything that you've seen here today, go to foodcity.com/pickwell. We'll be back with more Daytime coming up in just a few moments.